What is going on, dudes, and welcome to another episode of Black Ops, this time a free-for-all on WMD using the AK-74U as my primary weapon. And I wanted to bring this game to you guys not because I think the AK-74 is extremely underused and there's not enough gameplay of it floating around out there. On the contrary. Oh god, the AK-74U, I know it's extremely overused, but at the same time, I thought this game was a really good example of just turning things around, starting out pretty poorly, and then coming back to win with sort of a bang. So I hope you guys will enjoy it. It has sort of a lackluster kill to death at the end, admittedly, but at the same time, I don't think that really affects the enjoyment factor because, to be quite honest, when I get a really high kill to death ratio with my playing style, it's usually based on a ton of luck because I have no patience. I cannot play like other people who sort of hold down one area of the map and free-for-all, use claymores and whatnot. I basically have to be running at all times, and it's for that reason that I've sort of decided that Marathon Pro suits me better than Ninja Pro. It was a tough decision, but in the end, I think being able to run and catch up to people suits my style more than Ninja does, because I mean, the run in this game, I think, is even, it seems shorter to me, or maybe you're slower. I don't know, maybe sort of a placebo effect. And I apologize if I am incorrect in stating the statistics of how sprint time works and whatnot, but at the same time, I do encourage the use of Marathon Pro if you guys are looking for, well, a useful perk, because being able to catch up to people when most people do not have Marathon Pro is quite useful for sure, because I mean, you can catch up to people and knife them in the back if that's the sort of thing that floats your boat, although I rarely ever knife people like that. I don't understand how, like, you can really tell by how many people reaction knife you that it is such a small percentage of people who actually play on tactical, because it's like, you know, when you run into someone who plays on tactical, because even if you're like 2 inches away from them, as happens in my case, they will shoot you instead of knifing you, whereas people who play on default usually have their thumb just triggered to, as soon as they are surprised, just boom, panic, press the melee button, and usually it just homes in on the person, as is the case in Modern Warfare 2 with Commando, although, I don't know, did they extend the knife range in this game? I don't know if there are exact statistics. It seems, well, it's certainly much longer range than it was in World at War, but I'm just curious if they extended the default range over Modern Warfare 2 without Commando. I don't know. That would be interesting to find out. So the game's about to turn around after one more death, and, well, the gameplay is pretty self-explanatory at that point. And, you know, I should really take my own advice in saying that this is a good example of why maybe it's not always a good idea to rage quit, but at the same time, I do rage quit a lot, even though my win-loss ratio is still positive, I think. But I did want to say a few words to you guys on the PSP emblem designing contest that I seem to have neglected in the past several videos in adding to what rules I've already stated, which is, if you already submitted an emblem but you feel like designing a new one, you're perfectly entitled to do that. Just please don't send me like 50 if you want to design another because you don't think your first one was the best. You're perfectly entitled to do that, and I think that's awesome if you are dedicated to making fun emblems, because I think designing emblems is fun myself, and I wouldn't be content probably designing just one. And also, for any of you in need of inspiration, whether or not you've designed an emblem already or are thinking of making one in the near future, Sam5000, who is another YouTube commentator, gameplay person out there, actually did this series. The first episode went up a couple days ago or something, called Emblem Extravaganza, something along those lines, in which he showcased a bunch of emblems which his viewers sent into him, and some of them were really awesome. And I think if you guys need any inspiration for creating one of your own to submit to me, by all means head on over there and see if you can find that video, and you'll probably enjoy it, and it'll give you some ideas. Although don't copy the emblems exactly, because I will notice. Make sure you have your own personal twist on it. So anyway, if you're at all confused of what I'm talking about on the PSP contest and whatnot, if you didn't see the video I posted several days ago explaining the initial rules and whatnot, I will link that in the description so you can head on over there and watch to alleviate your confusion. But other than that, the gameplay is about to end, and as always, I would like to encourage you, if you've enjoyed this video at all, to leave a thumbs up, as it takes less than a second. It is extremely helpful. It sort of makes me happy in the pants just a little. and I don't want to claim anything too outrageous here, but it might, just might, elongate your penis. So yeah, no pressure. Also, links to Twitter and Facebook pages in the description of this video, so if that's what floats your boat, you can head on over there as well. But on that note, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch. It has been a pleasure, and I will see you next time.